my son worked. And so I stopped by his work just to see him. Not that he would see me. I wanted to see him. So he's teaching kids how to swim. And so I go to his job, and I went there Thursday hoping he would be there, but he wasn't. But I found out he was coming in the next day. And it was interesting because when I came in Friday to go to his job, my whole goal was just to see him and to hear him, because I haven't been in his presence in like 3 years. So when I got there, like, one of the other swim instructors came up and they was like, "Hey, are you Austin's dad?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I thought it was kind of odd because I was like, I figured he would have, I don't know. I guess people know we haven't talked, especially if you're in his social circle. And he goes, "You want me to get him?" And I was like, no. And then, because I didn't want to invade on his space, basically. And then he said, "Oh, he's right there." He said he's back in the locker room. He goes, "Oh, he's right there at the pool. He's already in there teaching kids how to swim." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went and I watched him. And the thing is, he's not on social media, so I haven't seen a picture of him or videos of him or just to see how he's changed in 3 years. So it was the first time I'd seen him, and I just felt all the way. I blended in with the other parents watching their kids swim, and as I'm watching them, oh my God, this delivery guy walked in, and he was like, "Yo, are you Gary Owen?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he could tell I was being polite, but hey, not now, was probably the vibe I was getting off. He goes, "Oh, is your kid out there?" And I said, Yeah. I'm sure he thought little kid was out there, not one of the instructors. So I said, yeah. He goes, "All right, man, I'll leave you alone, man. Nice meeting you." I said, "All right." And then, but I just got to sit back and I got to watch him. And I took some pictures for my own use just because I hadn't seen him in forever. And it was just cool to see him in that environment, being patient, being kind, he was just in his element with the kids. I saw how they were excited when they saw him, because he was always I wasn't sure how he was doing. I know he took the divorce hard, but I wasn't sure. Like, I can track my daughter by going to her college's website, and she's always on like magna cum laude list. She's very smart, so I can kind of from afar see how she's doing. But my son, I just really couldn't. I didn't know. I just haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a video or picture or nothing in almost 3 years. So,
all right, man, let's talk about Gary Owens. I'm gonna try to get a clip to kind of clip up what he's saying in the beginning of the video. He basically was talking about, how his wife alienated him from the kids, and how he had to sneak and see his son. He gonna attend his daughter's college graduation, but basically he cheated on his wife for 20 years now, and then basically the kids took her side. There's nothing that you can do about it. This is why they tell men, and it's the harsh reality of being a dude. They tell men don't get attached to anything. They tell men don't get too attached to your kids, don't get too attached to your significant other. That's why they tell you should not fall in love with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because when you fall, how can you continue to be progressive? You fall and you stop your progress. You can't chase your purpose while you fall. If you fail for a woman, it's okay to be in love, but to fall in love, no. You know what I'm saying? Let women do that. But they tell you don't get attached to anything, especially if you going to marry a woman, because once you marry a woman, all the power is in her hands. They call it, Coach Greg Adams called it the bait and switch. This is why you see people get married and then things go left. Guess what? She got you in that contract with the government, and she got all the power. If she leave you, and she can stop working. She leave you got to pay for everything. You get a prenup, she can say, "Oh, I was under distress when I signed it," and drag it out. Then you still got to pay for lawyers and all those type of things. You know what I'm saying? And what's the thing about this? A woman to sit there and say, "Well, you cheated on me, you cheated on me, you cheated on me." But you want to know the funny thing about it? I guarantee you she stepped out on him, and she probably stepped out on him first. I guarantee you that she stepped out on Gary Owens. But then again, that's what women do. Women will wait for you to fuck up. And when you a comedian, you on the road, you doing movies, you moving and shaking. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that she should accept him cheating, because that's the beautiful thing about being in a relationship or being married. You should be able to trust your significant other. Because what if he go out, and I think he had a baby allegedly with the woman he cheated with. Or what if he go out there and cheat, or one of y'all cheat, and then somebody bring home a disease or something like that. That's the crazy thing about it. That's just be the beautiful thing about being married. You can, you want to be able to have raw sex and have an understanding. Look here, man, you on birth control, or you clean or whatever like that. That's the messed up thing about it, because if you had a baby, that means you was out there raw dogging old girl. So I ain't saying that she wrong for feeling a certain type of way, but I'm willing to guarantee, if we being honest, she cheated on him. I guarantee you, and she probably cheated first. And I don't think it's the part that he cheated. It's the part that you had a baby while we was married. And I'm pretty sure he tried to convince old girl to get rid of it. And she like, no. And that's one thing about the dynamic of a man and a woman cheating. The difference, a husband and a wife cheating, or a girl and a man cheating, because with a woman cheating with another man, she can control if she want to toss the baby or not, or put the baby back on Gary or on her husband. And a dude gonna be like, well, yeah, get rid of it. But a dude ain't gonna be like, oh, keep it, man. No. A side dude know how to play his position. A side woman don't. She want to be number one. She want to be in the driver's seat, no matter how many times you break it down and tell her, like, look here, you just a side chick. They can't get it through their mind. But unfortunately, she didn't, pretty much used his kids and turned them against her. And that's one thing about it. No matter what mama do, the kids gonna ride with her. The kids on wild. I seen a clip on YouTube in TikTok where a mother accused a father of her kids of touching their daughters. So they took a lie detector test. It shows out that he didn't do it. And the girls was crying and stuff, and like, mama, why you do it? And you should apologize. And then, what that lady did? She sat there and blamed the father. She said, why you didn't fight hard enough? Why you didn't fight? You just sat here and lied and still can't accept the responsibility. And I guarantee you 110%, them girls his daughters that she accused him of touching, forgave the mother and still cool with the mother. But had the dad did something like that, they would have never forgave him. They would have hated him forever. All that stuff. And the crazy thing about it is, right, the kids will never go get the father's side of the story. They just believe what the mother said. And if they do get the father's side of the story, he was dead. It was 20, 30 years later. They never get his side of the story. Never. I had friends that was like that. Father wanted to connect with him. One of the brothers went. The other brother didn't go. And he just wanted to tell you his side of the story. And you should listen. And I tell you this, as a dude, as a man, his son that he went to go see that was working at the pool and all that, and just wanted to get a sneak peek of, you know what I'm saying? Because, he on the outside looking in, he gonna go through, and I don't think he gonna go through this, hopefully, but when you become a man, you start to understand, why your father was the way your grandfathers and your uncles were the way they were. It don't take life long to teach you why that. Once you kind of get into them 30s, you kind of start to understand. You start to understand. But no matter what you do, man, they gonna take that woman's side. Woman can be a crackhead, and Black China was a hoe out here, and now she trying to get custody back from her kid after Tiger did all the work. And there's women out here saying, give her baby back. Like I said before, you cannot get too attached as a man. And it sounds callous, it sounds heartless, but you can't get attached to anything. You got to be willing to detach from everything. And it's sad. And that woman ain't gonna have no remorse. And a girl admitted this to me. We was talking. She was like, "Yeah, women don't have remorse when we cheat or we do something foul. They friends justify it, and they reassure the justification in their mind, bro. I'm telling you." I'm telling you, that's why a lot of women gon' die bitter and alone. This gonna be the generation of lonely and bitter women. I'm telling you. They don't think about self-improvement. They just put it's your fault. I had a chick that did me dirty, bro, right? And she still blamed me. I still was the villain. No cap. And as a man, you think you crazy, whatever, but it is what it is. And in some cases, them kids will never come get this side of the story. Never understood where he was coming from. Don't care. They gonna ride with the mama. And that's just, you know, when you have kids, it's something that you got to think about. You got some terrible mothers that still get the support that they get. Terrible, shitty ass mothers. And it's truly sad. I ain't saying he shouldn't be in trouble, but then she sits here and she gets on social media and say, well, you go on to social media, tell what you did. Well, we all know what he did. He cheated and had a baby. All right, then, allegedly. I'd say allegedly. I'm not sure, but I think he did have a baby out of wedlock. Allegedly. But okay, we know that side of the story. But why the kids got to be mad at him? We broke up the home and okay, it is what it is. You know? So y'all gonna be mad at me, and I took care of y'all, paid all the bills for 20 years. I make a mistake, everybody upset at me, and I'm the villain. That's why dudes walk around and don't give a shit about nothing. About nothing. This is why dudes don't want to get married. This is why 54% of black men, I know Gary Owens is a white dude, not sure about the white statistics, don't have kids and don't want to have kids. It's a lose-lose. The guy that does everything right, that pays the bills, that helps with the chores, that raises the kids, changes the diapers, help with homework, still get cheated on, still get done dirty. She still says she's not happy. Right? While the dudes that's being players, that got, forced to get married, running through women, he get, she try to chase him and try to make it work and try to, make him conform as much as possible. She willing to work more for the bad guy, for the guy that ain't right for her, than the guy that's doing everything. And that's why I say, man, it's hard to try to understand women because they complicated. The dude that treat him right and do everything right, bro, they gonna fuck over him easy. The dude that's doing the wild shit, man, it take a lot for them to leave him. I'm trying to tell y'all. But you can't get too attached, man, to anything. As a man, any and everything can be taken away from you at any given moment, especially when you enter the marriage contract with the government. And this is why it's important for you to be with somebody that actually likes you, loves you, and cares for you, and wants to see the best for you. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. And this man sitting here crying about not seeing his kids and all his kids turned away from him. And Corey Holcomb is a cold-blooded joker, but he got some good advice for him. Go make another family. F them kids. Go make some more. And that's just the cold-hearted truth about the situation. Ain't no point of you speaking up. It ain't no point of you talking to somebody. She said, you crying to the internet, you need to... Man, dude probably tried to make it right. I encourage for them to call you and tell you happy birthday. Man, no, you don't. You turn them kids against him. We all know you did. You turned them kids against him. We know you did. You turned them kids against him. And vilified him. They listened to you. And he just got to have a Corey Holcomb mindset and say, fuck it. Fuck y'all. I'm moving on. He got to pay, 9-10 years of alimony. Worst decision he made in his life was getting married. Worst decision in his life was having a baby with another woman. But women that sit there and deprive you of sex, deprive you of intimacy, you pay all the bills, it ain't never good enough. Women are the ultimate perfectionists. They the ultimate perfectionists and they the ultimate narcissists. give a damn about you. Most of them. And when you get a woman that care about you, take care of you, see if you ate, she happy, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna really never be happy, but they, you know, they cool. But a lot of them women had to, they had to get exposed to a lot of shitty ass people. I'm telling you, a lot of them had to get exposed to a lot of shitty ass people. Listen to me. A lot of them had to get exposed to a lot of shitty ass people, or had to experience loneliness and bitterness. But that is what it is, man. You just hate to see, you know, you paying for a mistake for the rest of you can't see your kids, but the fact of the matter is you can't get too attached to nobody. You got to be willing to detach from any and everything. And that hurt. That's hurt. That hurt. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. Appreciate y'all. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.